Hello, and welcome to the Star Power Cast, the definitive podcast for the game of Star Power Baseball, a game for generations where your fantasy baseball comes to life on the tabletop. We'll also discuss the history of baseball and just the present state of the game itself. I'm Jim Trovo, the baseball nerd, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Cincinnati Dennis. We hope you all enjoy the show. Welcome back to the Star Power Cast. My name is Jim Trovo, the baseball nerd, as the introduction told us, and I am joined by
Cincinnati Dennis, and we're coming to you live from the Cincinnati Razorback Room in beautiful downtown Siloam Springs, Arkansas.
I don't really think I can say live because this is recorded.
We're coming to you recorded.
I was actually thinking about the other day, like the whole phrase of like coming at you live.
It just sounds good.
It does sound good. So hey, theoretically, to the person that's listening to us, like the 25 people out there, we're actually live with them right now.
All the tens of people that are listening to us.
The tens of people.
The tens of people that are listening to us. We love you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do not have a Remy Opens Packs card or Remy Opens Packs segment today.
You want to open a pack?
No, I'm good.
Because I got like 50 packs in the closet.
You know what? I've gone through hundreds of cards in the past couple of weeks, so I'm good.
You've been busy.
Yeah. So we have a special episode for you today. This is strictly a 2022 playoff episode. We're going to talk about what's happened in the playoffs so far, what's going on in the playoffs, and what we think is going to happen. And we're going to talk about the cards that are available for you to play in Star Power Baseball for the 2022 season.
Yes.
It's exciting.
It is. It's real exciting. I cannot wait till they narrow it down to 2 so I can make my bold prediction.
Are we going to play it this year?
Always.
October 27th is our date. I looked it up. It's October 27th is the one day off. It's a Thursday. We got to play it that Thursday.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Okay, cool.
We're going to your house?
Probably.
I'm in.
All right. I'll make you dinner.
I'm in.
Order some pizza or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we are here to talk about the playoffs. Like I said before, that's pretty much all we're going to talk about this episode, and maybe a little bit after. Actually, we got one more thing to talk about towards the end, but we're going to start off with the playoffs here, and let's just start off with the wild card round that just happened this past weekend. For a reference point, today is October 12th, 2022. The teams are now in the midst of playing, at the beginning of playing the divisional series. The wild card round has already been played. If you guys are listening to this 2 or 3 years from now.
So what do you think of the wild card round?
I love it.
I don't like the bye.
I do. I love the bye. I think the bye is why you try to win 104 ball games, 101 ball games. I love the bye. I love giving the best teams, record-wise, a slight advantage.
Okay, and I understand that. I just think that they should be playing.
Yes and no. I do think my one drawback, I guess, is that it makes the postseason seem longer.
Right.
So it's just another extra 4 or 5 days added on to it. And even with this beginning of the season where it was kind of a stalled season, it's a little bit weighted, I guess. But I love the concept of the 2 out of 3.
I like that too.
And that's what I really love about it, because there were some amazing series, even though they lasted 2 games. Let's start with the first one. Let's talk about Guardians and Rays.
You know me, I'm a Rays fan. I like the Rays. I thought the Rays were going to be the team to beat this time, and
I did not. I didn't. I thought they were lackluster. They limped in.
Well, they got cleaned out. They couldn't score.
I think primarily, including myself, tons of people picked the Guardians to win that series.
How good is Shane Bieber?
Shane Bieber's great, and so is Tristan McKenzie. The Guardians have a great 1-2 punch, and that's what they came at you with. And the Guardians, though, lack an offense.
They do. They got one guy.
They got one guy, but they have a lot of young people that can like be sparks and everything. They have a pretty decent bullpen. It's just, I'm not sold on the Guardians as being as good as everybody's saying they are. I do think they're a great team.
They've always had problems with the Yankees. is historic. They've had problems with the Yankees.
Yeah. So let's talk about the series. So they started game one on Tampa Bay, low scoring ball game, but pretty much the difference was a Jose Ramirez 2-run home run that almost got taken away.
Yes, controversy.
Because
Playoff.
the guy, Ahmed Rosario, rounding second base, almost like didn't touch the base because he went kind of trailed back, then went back over there. I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, if you guys take away a home run in the postseason because of this, that's ridiculous. It would be stupid to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, the Guardians took it 2-1. Shane Bieber's pitching performance is great, even though Shane McClanahan pitched pretty well too for the Rays.
McClanahan's a good card. He's a good player. McClanahan's just really good.
And then that second game where it's this 15 inning, just nothing happening.
This is where I came off because I'm at work during this game and I just came unglued on this. You're going to do it all through the regular season. Do it in the playoffs. Put a guy on second base. Put him out there. If you're going to do it in the regular season, why am I changing it for the playoffs? That made absolutely no sense at all.
Because the rule's stupid to begin with.
Well,
that's
you,
why.
You either
That's
love it,
why.
you either love it or you hate it. If you're not going to do it in the playoffs, don't do it in the regular season. If you're going to do it in the regular season, do it in the playoffs.
Okay, I think they do it in the regular season to not have those games last as long. I think in the postseason, it's a different story. You know, the drama intensifies. It's more of an.
You don't think the
elongated-
drama intensifies with a guy on second?
I mean,
Now all of a sudden it's hair-raising adventure. Yes, I love that rule. I
you don't
love
like
that rule.
you don't like teams not scoring for 7 additional innings.
Not at all. I did not like watching two very, very bad ball games.
Yeah, I do think it's funny how that Corey Kluber was the one that lost it for the Rays.
Yeah, kind of fitting.
Former Cleveland Star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Corey Kluber had his day, and the arm's just not what it was. He was a Cy Young winner. The guy's a great, great story.
2-time Cy Young winner.
He's just not Corey Kluber anymore. He's not Corey Kluber.
No, he's not. But
No.
and he,
Still great,
and
but
he
he's
came
not
in
that.
deep relief. I think the Rays kind of knew they were toast at that point. And hey, go for the Guardians. Oscar Gonzalez walk-off home run. It was an exciting game, except for the fact that it didn't score.
Yeah. So now we got the Guardians advancing. And
Yes.
who is the other advanced team?
Great series, and I did not pick the winner for this next one. I picked the Toronto Blue Jays to win this series, and they lost to the Seattle Mariners.
But the Mariners came in hot.
The Mariners came in very hot. The Blue Jays just didn't have the starting pitching that they wanted it to be for them. It just wasn't there for them. I mean, Kevin Gausman didn't get it done. Alek Manoah got hit around.
Manoah's supposed to be like this Superman, and he got wrecked.
Well, I think Manoah, he's still pretty young. He's not. He hadn't had a really huge big seasons yet until this year, and so he probably got fatigued. Maybe I don't know. He got knocked around in the first inning or two, and
Yeah.
And the Mariners, not being a very good offensive team at all, I mean, they're just not that great. I mean, if you look at the cards that we have up here, if you've ordered the cards, if you get to see them online, dude, the Mariners strike out an insane amount. They're just offensively not great. They're sneakily good in places, though. There are some players that they have that I'll talk about here in a bit that are pretty darn good. But the Mariners just had their number, and then the Blue Jays tried to do what they could. Here's what happened with the Blue Jays. If you look at Game 2, right, the Mariners are down 8-1,
8-1
in the sixth, and they start coming back. They start coming back, and then they go to Jordan Romano in the 7th inning in Game 2 because they're like, oh, we can't lose this. And I'm thinking this is a managerial flaw that these guys are going to do. It's like, well, I got to go to my closer in the 7th inning. I'm kind of like, do you? Or do you have a better guy out there? Or is your bullpen just not that good? Because they go into Jordan Romano with runners on base, and there's the play where Bo Bichette's running out to the outfield, and George Springer's running, and Bichette hits him with his arm, like his elbow maybe in the forehead, and
Yeah.
knocks George Springer out cold.
Knocked him out cold.
And the Toronto stadium just went silent.
And they really never recovered from that.
No, it was one of those moments where you're just like, oh, yeah, they're done.
Yeah, I thought so. Right at that time when that happened, that went through my mind. I thought that they were finished at that time.
Yeah. And you could tell, like, it just deflated the entire fan base.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So it was pretty much done at that point. And when, Adam Frazier is the one that beat you. Sorry. So Blue Jays.
Now, you got to ask a question, too, about the Mariners. Are they a rent-to-own? Are they going to lose the people that got them there, the Suarez, the Castillo, the Winker, the...
I don't know what year they are in their contract, but I don't. Is Castillo a free agent?
I think he is after this year.
Okay. I mean, they might be, but they have a pretty good core. I mean, they got the best young center fielder in the game right now.
They got the best rookie in baseball, buddy.
Julio Rodriguez.
He is, I love him.
I love me some Julio.
I love Julio.
He's a +2 center fielder.
I know it, man. That's a Mike Trout type card right there.
Yep. So the Mariners move on, beat the Blue Jays. Moving on to the National League, we'll start with the Phillies taking out the St. Louis Cardinals.
In two.
It was a sad state of affair for Cardinals fans. But at least Pujols and Molina got a hit in their last at-bats.
I thought that was quite good that they got to come off the field for pinch runners.
You know who didn't show up that series, though, were Goldschmidt and Arenado.
I have heard 4 Cardinal fans demand the trade of Goldschmidt.
Oh, give me a break.
No, that's how Cardinal fans are.
Give me a break.
They either will complain about one of the players or they'll complain about the manager. I got a feeling,
They need pitching is what they need.
I have a feeling that something is wrong with Goldschmidt because he faded in September as well as in the playoffs. And Goldschmidt usually comes on at the end of the year.
He's in his mid-30s.
I know that, but he always has a bad April. Always. Every season. But he always steadies out, has his good July, and he has a solid September. And this year, he had a swoon. I think something was wrong with him that we don't know about.
See, here's what I think went wrong with that series. The Cardinals had this amazing bullpen pitcher.
Helsley,
Goes out there and something goes horribly wrong with him. Like he got an injury or something.
well, they knew that he had a jammed finger on Tuesday.
Yeah. And so they send him out, blows up. The Phillies take advantage. And that inning, that 9th inning, I think killed that series for the Cardinals.
Well, anytime you get 6 spot on you in the 9th inning, coming back from a 2-run deficit with one of the premier closers in baseball.
Yeah.
Helsley's threw the fastest pitch in baseball this year.
And the Phillies don't have a good. They're going to Zach Eflin for their closer. He's not even a closer. But here's the sneaky thing about the Phillies, though, and a lot of people underestimated this: is that 1-2 punch of Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola. Those guys are legit.
They're for real.
They are legit.
They are
Zach
for
Wheeler was hurt for a while in the regular season. Aaron Nola had a comeback year. But those two guys back to back, if they get you in games 1 and 2,
Especially in a 3-game series.
if they get 3-game series, 5-game series, if those guys come back to back and get you games 1 and game 2 or 2 and 3 or wherever they're pitching, the Phillies have a shot. Because the rest of the rotation, like Ranger Suarez and whoever else that is in there, they're okay. They're Ranger Suarez, like you saw him pitch yesterday.
Now, you got to go back to the very beginning of the year when we did our predictions. And I had the Phillies.
You did?
I had the Phillies and the Angels. Kind of looked like an idiot on
The Angels, yeah.
But I had the Phillies.
I had the Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
I had the
no
Phillies.
yeah. Well, you look like a bigger idiot than with the Angels than I do with the Blue Jays, though. So I'm just saying.
Boy, the Angels. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. Okay, so
But Bryce Harper
Bryce Harper,
coming on strong.
another home run.
Like the Phillies lineup is really solid.
They are. They're good.
It's a little bit interchangeable. They have some pieces they can mix and match for righty lefty matchups, and so I like the Phillies in regards to their short series winnability.
You know, I had some people just today asking me, why are they leading off Kyle Schwarber? And I quoted Moneyball, because he gets on base.
Yeah, because he's got like a 15% chance of scoring a run when he's just batting by himself.
He gets on base.
He gets on base, but again, he hits so many home runs. There's legitimately a 15% chance that he gives you a run every time he's up.
Pretty amazing.
Right? So
From Middletown, Ohio, by the way, all you Cincinnati guys out there, Kyle Schwarber.
yeah. So the Phillies took that, and then we'll go to the last series of the wild card round,
Oh, man.
which I think is the most tragic. Is the Mets versus the Padres.
101 wins. Let me remind you of that, Gabe. 101 wins.
Man, Timmy Trumpet did not come through for the Mets.
No, did not.
They got shellacked in game one, and Max Scherzer, gave up 4 home runs?
Yes.
Oof.
Now, here we go. We got to tell you. Gentry did not make the Mets team.
I was waiting until I was going to see if they won.
He didn't make the Mets team. But I am.
Yeah, so if you want the Mets team out there, he's going
They're
ahead.
available.
I made 8 other teams, so I told him, you can make them. You New York is out there.
Yeah.
You can have your Mets if you want them. They'll be available.
So, Muddy, I got you covered. Gabe, we got you covered.
But I just didn't have it in me. I'd made so many cards in the past week. I was just, I couldn't do it.
Well, I followed the same format that Gentry used. The cards looked the same, except I made it the Mets didn't get white rings.
And then the Padres have a couple players come through, Austin Nola and Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham played really, really
He's
well.
nowhere all year long, and then he comes in
Played
series.
really, really well. The best player in the National League playoffs so far is Manny Machado.
No, he's not. He hasn't done anything in the playoffs.
Oh, 1 home run, batting 400. He hasn't done anything.
He's not batting 400.
Yes.
Is he really?
Manny Machado. And he, in the season, the guy finishes like 5th in batting in the season.
Come on, Machado. He's not hitting 400. I'm fact checking.
Fact check.
I'm fact checking Dennis as we speak here. Because oh my gosh, where's your backspace? There we go. I don't trust you. Manny Machado, postseason. Where's the postseason numbers? Here we go. A postseason batting 2022, hitting 231. That's pretty far off from 400.
Must have been from last night.
He's 3 for 13.
Must have been from last night. He was
Sure.
over last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so he was 1 for 4 last night.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was 2 for 8. So he was hitting 250 before that.
250.
No, Trent Grisham has been the guy for the Padres. That's been the guy.
I'm a big fan of Machado.
Yeah.
I like the way he plays.
But again, they had a big performance from Yu Darvish, and then game 2, the Mets come back and take it, even though DeGrom was okay.
They let him settle in.
Yeah.
Which is what they didn't let Scherzer do. Scherzer pitched the first inning and got racked. Normally, without his best stuff, Scherzer will come in and find what the formula is in inning 2. Well, the Padres said, no, you're not. We're going to jump on you again on inning 2. We're going to jump on you again in inning 3. Scherzer never figured it out. DeGrom did.
I just think Scherzer had a bad game.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Honestly,
saying.
Yeah, his bad
And they
game.
kept piling on. They didn't let him figure out how to overcome not having his best stuff.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of having your best stuff, Padres pitcher,
Game 3.
game 3.
Okay, but there's a couple things I'm going to talk about game 3. One, it's the umpires just like ear rubbing Joe Musgrove and just being like all intimate and romantic with Musgrove
Bought him dinner.
and just being like, hey, baby, love the feeling of those big ears you got, Joe Musgrove. That was weird, dude.
That was the strangest TV I've watched
That was
in a
the
while.
sexiest baseball I've ever seen. It's like, man, Musgrove, you got some red, shiny, oily ears, man. It's good stuff.
Oh, good grief.
Like, come on, man. What is baseball coming? Like, it's one thing to watch guys take off their belts when they're coming out from the pitching mound and like, oh, let me take off my pants so you can check my oil on my hands
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But like for the umpires to go out there and be like, hey, dude, I need to rub your ears, bro. I mean,
Hey, Joe. Joe. Come on over here, Joe.
that was so weird. It was so strange. And I really feel that this is the new stage of baseball. is just like,
Got to do something for ratings.
well, remember earlier in the year where the guy was like rubbing the dude's hair?
Yeah.
And he was like all like, rubbing in his hair and everything. And you're like, what is going on in baseball? They're really like trying to make it, they're trying to find a new audience, I think.
I think
They're like,
so.
hey, what's going on? Hey, we need to have like, weird fetish rubbings in baseball on umpires and pitchers. But anyway,
Joe Musgrove, not guilty.
well, according to some, I guess, Dennis was telling me earlier that he was watching Brian Kenny talk about Joe Musgrove's enhanced spin rate.
Okay, check this out. let me just put you in perspective. Brian Kenny. So he gets an
I like
additional.
how you talk to him like he's actually listening to our podcast.
He might be. I mean, if we say his name enough, he might be like
It's
Kevin Nash.
going to hit the algorithm.
Yeah.
If we say it enough times, Brian Kenny.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, 200 RPMs in 0.4 seconds is what it takes the ball to get to home plate. Is approximately 1/3 of a revolution of the baseball. Get away, Brian. That means nothing.
I have a theory.
That spin rate, yeah, wonderful thing.
It's the StatCast thing, and this is
Jack me 1,000 RPMs and I'm gonna listen. But a couple hundred, that's adrenaline. I don't really care. It's 1/3 of a spin in 60 feet 6 inches. 1/3 of a spin. That's it. If you take 200 RPMs in 4/10 of a second, it's 1/3 of a revolution of the baseball. No effect. No effect at all. None.
well, it affected the Mets.
Affected those poor Mets. Oh boy, the Cards look good though, don't they?
The Mets cards.
Yeah, you saw them. They look pretty good.
Padres look better.
Padres are amazing.
But here's the thing: maybe Joe Musgrove does have a substance, but it's just like ear juice oil that erupts from his sweat glands on his earlobes and ear tips,
So next thing they're going to do is check their diet.
right?
Yeah, so
Like if you're sweating some type of chemical
that's it. Yeah,
that you can't sweat, otherwise it's an illegal sweating substance that you
Illegal
can't put in the
sweat.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check your sweat.
Yeah. I lost all respect for Buck Showalter. I'll just say it flat out. Like I do not like him as a manager at all.
Well, you had to think that the guys at ESPN and ABC and Fox and all that have worked with Buck. So they had to say, well, this is really good gamesmanship. No, Buck, you're an idiot. Leave the guy alone, you lose.
I don't think he's an idiot.
He is. That's bad baseball. That was bad for baseball.
I thought it was poor taste, exactly. Where you're down, your guys can't hit anything, and you're going to blame it on a guy that you think is cheating because you guys can't hit.
I think they should have checked Alonso's bat. I think that they should have checked Alonso's diet that morning to see if he's taking illegal substances. McNeil's bat's juiced, you know that. How can he win the batting championship? Come on, Buck, sit down.
Here's another sad thing, though. Is that just the state of baseball now? Where like some guys having a great postseason performance, and all of a sudden we're just going to go to, oh yeah, you're cheating. There's no possible way you can be a human that accomplishes this great feat.
Brian Kenny. Too many. All right, who's our next series? I'm tired of the Mets.
You're tired of the Mets.
Tired of the Mets.
Well, they lost.
They're gone.
So they're done. Okay. So that was the wild card series. Moving on to the divisional series, which is going on right now
As we speak.
Okay. Let's just start with the game that's going on as we're talking. It's the Braves and the Phillies going on. The Phillies took game one
On the road.
on the road. They almost gave it away, but Nick Castellanos made a great play in the outfield.
And he's not an outfielder. He's not that.
he's not a good defensive
He's a DH.
Yeah.
Playing right field.
Yeah.
He's a hack.
So the Phillies steal game one.
They did.
Right. Game two is going on. They're midway through. I'm not sure the score here, but I can check my phone because I have that cool technology. It's at this time it's the bottom of the sixth, 0-0.
Zeros again. Okay.
So again, the Phillies have another shot to take away another game from the Braves.
Zach Wheeler's pitching.
So let's talk about these teams, man. Like let's look at the Braves because they are obviously favorites here, and they got the Ronald Acuna Jr. +1. And we're going to talk some star power baseball.
Star power. We look at cards this way. I mean, we look at players this way.
We're going to talk
this
about
is how
some
we rate players.
Here's how we do star power baseball. The Braves have a solid lineup, a whole bunch of plus dudes, and what that means for us is that these batters have respins, which they come up, they get X amount of respins per game, and that's all they get, right? So if you look at Ronald Acuna Jr., he's a +1 respin guy. That means he gets about 4 to 5 at bats a game.
For those of you guys that are not familiar with the respin, what it does is 1 or 2 times a game, it changes the odds.
Yeah, and so if a guy's a great hitter, like for example, we base it on their OPS plus statistic.
plus.
That means they get to respin their card.
Or make the pitcher respin his card.
Make the pitcher respin their card. So it gives them a better chance of being a more productive hitter. So like the +1 guys for the Braves, for example, in their lineup are players like Acuna Jr., William Contreras, Travis d'Arnaud, Vaughn Grissom, Michael Harris II. Who else do we got here?
Flip it again. There you go.
Flipping
Matt
again.
Olson.
Matt Olson's a plus.
Austin Riley.
Austin Riley is a good one.
That's a great card.
Yeah,
Austin Riley's for real.
Oh, he's a +2. Okay, so the difference
2
between
years in a row, he's a +2.
So the difference between Austin Riley and Acuna Jr. for this year example, or Matt Olson, Austin Riley's a +2. That's the maximum amount of respins you can get for a batter is +2. So that's a big deal. If you're a +2 hitter, that means you're like top 10, 15 hitter in the league.
Right. There's not that many +2 hitters in the league.
So they got a good solid lineup of plus guys. They got a really decent starting pitching staff. Max Fried, obviously, he got lit up in game 1, but still, Max Fried's an S6 +4. That means he can go deep into games from the 6th to the 7th inning, more than likely. And he has good respin capabilities. He can limit the base runners if he needs to.
And before he gets tired, he has to give up 10 base runners.
Right. So he can last you quite a while. Where I think their weakness is, and the guy that's going tonight, it's their number 2 starter, Kyle Wright. I think he's good. And here, we'll look at him here. He's an S6 +3, right? So he's got 3 respins, but he's got a lot of B on his card. So like the batters are always going to be constantly spinning on this guy.
And he's going to get the batters to respin. He's not going to be respinning his card like
Right.
Fried will. Fried will respin his own card quite a few times.
And so the thing with pitchers like Kyle Wright, these S6 +3s that have a lot of B on their card, they're good. They can get you through 4 or 5, but getting deep into the games, they typically struggle.
And you're not going to get a triple against him.
No, but the dude that I really admire is Spencer Strider.
Yes. Is he on the roster?
Yeah, they put him on.
They put him on the roster? Okay.
Dude, this card is insane.
This card is nuts,
He's
man.
an S5 +4. His K is like 90 degrees almost.
Now, is he a rookie?
He's a rookie.
He's a rookie.
He's okay. Him and Michael Harris on this team. Michael Harris II are legitimate candidates for Rookie of the Year. And if you look at that Michael Harris card, he's +1 left fielder
and runs like a deer.
and runs really, really fast. So the Braves are your stereotypical powerhouse team.
They are, and
Right.
built that way.
Yeah.
They're a good, strong
Their
team.
bullpen's pretty solid. They got Jesse Chavez on there. They also have where's the other bull? Dylan Lee, Kenley Jansen, Colin McHugh. Tyler Matzik is no longer on the team. He's getting Tommy John surgery.
Now, they picked up Rizal Iglesias. Is he on the team?
Rizal Iglesias, right? He's an R1 +4 right there.
Is he coming out in this series?
I think their 7-8-9 is probably Iglesias and McHugh, or McHugh and Iglesias, and then Jansen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's their deep bullpen stuff. AJ Minter is still on the team though. He's another R1 +4. Dylan Lee,
Mainly a left-handed specialist.
right. But look at this. They got these. Look at these 5 bullpen guys.
Yeah,
that are
they're
just-
stout.
Their bullpen's great. Their starting pitcher after game 2.
Gonna be tough.
If Spencer Strider is not his full self, they're going to struggle. And that's why I think the Phillies have a legitimate shot. So if we look at the Phillies cards here, they can match it up. First of all, Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler, right? If you look at Zach Wheeler pitching card, S6 +4.
Wow.
Insane card. But here's the thing. The Zach Wheeler, a lot of B on the card. However, he's got this huge K, this huge walk hit minus. So he's gonna get Chili's through 5.
The walk hit minus is one of my favorite spaces on the card. I love that.
It's nasty.
It is.
But look at this Aaron Nola card, man. Aaron Nola, and I know you guys can't see this at home, but you can get on our website or Facebook and my Instagram and I'll put some cards
Request
out
it,
there.
and he'll put it out there. Or, hey, you can buy it.
It's true. The Aaron Nola card, it's only an S6 +2, but man, he's got 3 good chunky size outs and a big walk hit minus. He's got a losing record.
You know what's really good about him, though, is he's got something that very few pitchers today have: a walk minus plus the walk hit minus.
Yeah, he doesn't give up a lot of base runners.
He does not walk anybody. And when he was pitching the other day, or something, it was like the last week of the season or second last week of the season, they were talking about how effective he is because he doesn't allow a free pass.
Yeah. So again, that 1-2 punch of Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola, stout. And look at that Kyle Schwarber card like we were talking about earlier.
I'm a fan.
And then the Bryce Harper card, still great. I made him a just strictly designated hitter, though. He can't play the
He
outfield.
cannot play. He reminds me now of the Al Kaline 1968.
Or this might be Bryce Harper's career.
It might be.
Because, I mean, why would he want to sit out a year and a half if he can just DH?
Yeah, like Shohei Ohtani did.
Becomes a Jim Thome, becomes a Edgar Martinez, becomes a Frank Thomas, becomes a David Ortiz. With the universal DH now, Bryce Harper can just be like, you know what? I don't need to go play outfield. You know why? Because he played right field anyway. It's the least valuable position in the field.
Yes.
So what's more valuable? Do you lose Harper for a year and a half through Tommy John surgery? Or do you just say, you know what? You're a DH for a decade.
You're DH, and then we can trade Schwarber.
Yeah.
Because Schwarber's not much of an outfielder.
And again, the Phillies have some other plus guys. Like Rhys Hoskins is a great batter, but he strikes out a ton.
He does.
Brandon Marsh is a pretty decent center fielder out there.
Is he the bearded wonder?
Yeah, he's the huge beard, long hair dude. I think it looks. I like the long hair, big beard look. I'm not gonna lie, but this is their closer right now, Zach Eflin, and I don't know why they're making this guy their closer. I guess he's just hot right now. I really don't.
That's going to be a good series.
But I was actually talking to the dentist about this guy earlier, Bryson Stott. Look at this
Yes.
dude. He's a really great middle infielder, and he can run pretty well. If he gets that batting average up and strikeout rate down, he's going to be pretty solid for his career. And then there's the card, the JT Realmuto, 45 plus catcher.
A 45-plus catcher.
Okay, when we say 45 plus, that means we're talking about his stealing bases.
80% or better on stealing bases.
Yeah. So if Realmuto,
You're not throwing this guy out. And he is the first catcher since Pudge Rodriguez, and
to be 2020.
only 2 have ever done it. 20 homers, 20 stolen bases. Only 2 in the history of baseball. And he's one of them.
So I'm going to give you a secret weapon for the Phillies. If they get past this division series, past the Braves, and if they win tonight, I think they will. They got to go for a Game 4 starter in the NLCS. And this is the guy that I think they're going to pick for their Game 4 starter.
Thor?
I think they're going Noah Syndergaard.
Going to go with Thor, and he's only going to play once.
Yeah, that's it. They're like, dude, we're going to give you 3 innings if you got it.
If you got it, Thor, come on, man.
But can you imagine him going out there?
If he could just give me one game of Thor,
Yeah.
8 years ago.
What you want is
One game of 6 to 8 years
Noah
ago.
Syndergaard, you want 6 innings and 12 strikeouts.
That's it.
That's what you want.
Just give me one game of what you used to be.
Yeah.
Because what happens is these guys, he's no longer Noah Syndergaard.
No, he's not. But hey, he kind of never was. He only had like 1, maybe 2 years of superiority.
Right.
That's
Then he
about it.
hurt himself. Yeah. Once he went to the Angels, he was done.
Yeah. So who do you got? Braves or Phillies?
I'm telling you what, man, I can't pick against the Braves. They're just too good.
I'm going Phillies, man.
I want the Phillies in the
think they're
World
hot- they're
Series.
the hot
That's who I
ticket.
picked.
They're the hot ticket.
I picked them at the beginning of the year. I don't like the matchup with the Braves.
Well, the Braves got a hit, man.
That's one thing.
And I told you when I was making these cards, as I was making the Braves, they strike out a ton.
And strikeouts don't get respins.
Nope. So they can get shut down for about 6 or 7 innings and have nothing happen.
Those +1s and +2s on the Braves, when you spin a 10, they're meaningless.
Yep. All right, so moving on to the other NL series going on right now, we have the Padres and the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers took game 1. Julio Urias looked pretty stout.
He looked really good.
Clevenger did not.
No,
looked pretty
Clevenger
bad.
Clevenger looked hittable.
60 pitches in like 2 1/3 innings.
Yeah. Looked very hittable.
Not very good.
Could not control the strike zone.
I love this card in the pot. I love the Josh Bell card. I love Josh Bell. Switch hitter +1. Good average. Doesn't strike out a ton. Gets on base quite a bit. Love that card. The Yu Darvish, which is going tonight versus Clayton Kershaw.
Boy, he had a game in the series.
I'm
Didn't
telling
he?
you, that's another S6 +2 card, and look at that. He's kind of comparable to Aaron Nola. He gives up a little bit more home runs than Aaron Nola
Yeah.
does. But look at like the Yu Darvish card for 2022 has an amazingly huge walk hit minus. That is just
Yeah.
really big. It's really great. Here's the Trent Grisham card, which is shocking because Trent Grisham has been a great player so far in the postseason, but he's a 184 regular season hitter. You know,
Which in today's game is only worth $7 million.
right?
Come on,
Okay,
man.
and then Brandon Drury is another look, he's a great utility
That's one
player.
of the ones Gentry likes is that Drury card.
I
He
loved
thinks
it.
that's
He's a
great.
+1 infielder. He plays third base, first base, second base.
I mean, you think about points cost. If you had to points cost that out, he's probably a 15, 16-point card.
Well, you do it on his
Second base.
base rating.
Yeah.
He's better probably about 13 point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else do they got here? Jake Cronenworth, pretty solid second base. But look at that, he's an R1.
Hader never got to play.
Yeah, he did. He pitched the ninth inning of game 3 of the Mets.
He did pitch the ninth inning?
Yeah, he pitched the
Okay,
ninth inning.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I got the Hader card, man. Did you see it right there?
Yes, I do.
It's not horrible.
No, but it's not outstanding. He does have an H minus.
If you spin that K all the time, it's going to be good. Anything else, it's going to suck. On Instagram, I put out the Ha-Sung Ken card.
I like Ha-Sung
Yeah.
Kim. I like watching him
Shortstop,
play.
third
I
base. He's-
really like watching him play.
I think he's
But
coming into his own.
But you forgot to put his.
Oh, I forgot to put his plus on. He's a +0. Yeah. And there's your Machado card. Not a big range guy this year.
No.
No. But it's because these teams strike out a lot of players, though. But
Yeah.
Manny Machado, for those audiences at home, is a +2 third baseman, and that's pretty awesome.
And a 5+ base runner.
And a 5+ base runner. We got Nick Martinez, decent pitcher there. Will Myers, not a bad card for Will Myers. He's okay. Yeah. This is the card that I think is really good, though. That super cheap Jerks and Profar card.
Yes.
Like, he's on LF22, which is pretty good, but he gets on base a lot.
Gets on base.
Yeah. Now, here's the Joe Musgrove is an S6 +3.
That Joe Musgrove card is just
fun.
what he is.
It's fun.
It's what he is.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, like, on that Joe Musgrove card, he's probably spun that F a lot in that series and that K.
I like Joe Musgrove.
Yeah. And then the card that I'm not a big fan of is this Blake Snell card.
He didn't impress me.
I mean, he's pretty decent, but he can get tired pretty quickly. This guy right here, Steven Wilson, like, Steven Wilson is an amazing relief pitcher right now. He's pretty solid. And then the big guy they got from Mexico is Robert Suarez.
Yeah,
He's a good relief pitcher. And then your Juan Soto, he needs to hit during the series.
he's got to.
But the Padres are good. You know, they're
Padres are a solid
they're
team.
solid.
But they're not playing a solid team.
No, they're playing.
They're playing
powerhouse.
the best team in baseball.
They're playing a powerhouse. Like,
Yes.
there's nobody on the LA Dodgers that is weak.
None.
Even their 180 hitters are good.
They start. Their
Right?
180 hitters start.
I was talking trash about Joey Gallo the other day with Sean and another individual on our Facebook page, like ripping him a new one. I was like, hey, look how pathetic this card is. And then I re-looked at the card and I was like, but that's a really big walk. Like, when Joey Gallo comes up, if he beats you, you get pissed. Because you're like, man, I just let a 160 hitter beat me. Man.
Yeah.
And that card can do it. He has the possibility of doing that. He's going to strike out 60% of the time.
Yes.
Okay. But here's the strength of the Dodgers, guys. Tyler Anderson and Tony Gonsolin are +4 starting pitchers. Clayton Kershaw is a +4 pitcher. Julio Urias is a +4 pitcher.
Yeah, the Dodgers, when he
Their
says
starting
+4,
pitcher-
guys, remember, he means that their ERA plus is above 140.
Yeah.
That means that they're better than 40% better
Than the league.
than the league.
Then that's ballpark adjusted.
These guys are fantastic.
Now, compared to the Padres, a lot of the Padres pitchers' startings are like +1, +2.
Yes.
Because the Padres park, there's a lot of low-scoring ball games in that park.
Right. And it's a big park.
Right. But the Dodgers, it's kind of the same thing with other teams. But these Dodgers pitchers are league adjusted are insanely good.
Yeah.
And their bullpen's even way better with Alec Vezia. Who else do we got here? David Price didn't even make the roster.
Didn't even make the roster.
This Evan Phillips card. Look at this guy. Evan Phillips. There's no B on the card.
There's no B.
There's no B.
No B.
I mean, when we say there's no B, that means
That means
everything
that he controls
spends, everything on the
He
spot.
controls everything. And when you're going to have Evan Phillips with these 4 respins, you will probably not respin his card. You will respin the batter if he. But
Doesn't
there's
spin a
really
walk.
but there's really his 4 respins probably won't be used. I guess I might if I don't spin a strikeout with him. I'll probably respin because you can't hurt me.
Yeah.
So I'll spin it because the batter's not going to get a clean spin
Yeah.
on anything he does.
So the Kimbrel card, he did not make the postseason roster. He's R1+1.
yeah,
I can
they
see
kept
why
him off.
he didn't though. I mean, he wasn't that great.
He's not Craig Kimbrell anymore.
No. I mean, that's what happens to relievers, man.
It does. Yeah, not everybody is Mariano Rivera.
But 1 through 5, the Dodgers: Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, Will Smith.
Trey Turner had a great year.
Yeah, like the Dodgers are just super solid. But here's the weakness of the Dodgers, though, in star power baseball. Look at Gavin Lux.
Yeah,
He's in 2B1 R1.
yes.
Now we go to Trey Turner.
He's an R1.
Trey Turner is an P2 R1.
So any sixes,
Any sixes is going to turn into a base hit for about 80% of the
about
time.
80% of the time, a 6 is going to be a single.
Yeah.
And what you have with those Dodger pitchers, though, you'll make him respin that if there's man on base.
Yeah.
That's why those respins are
That's
so
where those
important.
come in, yeah.
Make him hit a pop-up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, man, we've gone through the National League. Who you picking, the Padres or the Dodgers?
Oh, the Dodgers.
I think so.
I-
I'd love to see the Padres do it. I just don't think they have the guns.
I think the Padres are hot. I like them, but they didn't get it last night. And
No.
I don't think, since they couldn't turn around last
And
night.
you know that game, what was it, 5-3 final score?
Yeah.
It wasn't 5-3. To me, it felt like it was 11-3. The Dodgers just seemed like it was never in doubt. They just kind of had it the whole time,
Okay.
you know. And they're just that good. You just aren't going to beat them. If they get a lead, you're done. You know, one team that did take care of the Dodgers this year pretty well was the Reds.
Well, I mean,
They beat them up. They beat the Dodgers and they beat the Yankees. Of course, the Yankees are
update. The Braves are up now 3-0 on the Phillies.
3-zip.
Yep.
They can tie that series
And the Dodgers are up 2-1 on the Padres.
2-1. If the Dodgers win, that's over because it's a 3-game series.
Yeah. So I'm taking the Dodgers.
3-win series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Dodgers over the Padres.
All right, we go to the AL, man.
All right, going to the AL, let's start with the Mariners and the Astros. Mariners, I don't want to spend too much time on these guys.
We've already talked about them.
We already have. Luis Castillo's good card.
He had a good game in
My
the playoff.
my favorite card in the set is Big Dumper.
Big dumper to first base.
No, the catcher.
I mean, the catcher, yeah, the rookie,
yeah, Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh.
He didn't.
C33.
He's a 211 hitter.
Good card,
It's
though,
a
man.
fun card.
Yeah, he's going to strike out 80% of the time.
Yeah, and
Cal Raleigh.
I
Plus
do-
one, respin at 211.
They also have the worst player in the playoffs. It's Jared Kelnick.
Kelnick.
Yeah, 140 hitter. But the Seattle Mariners, I think it's all luck with them. They
agree.
just got to get lucky. And that Paul Sewald card's good, but look at the big weakness there. Is that
Gives up the long ball.
gives up a long ball. And so with the Jordan Alvarez home run in Game 1 of that series, they bring in Robbie Ray. I just want to show you something.
Lefty to lefty is what they were doing.
But look at the card. You would not do that in our game. You just wouldn't do
no
it.
possibility. Because
You would keep Sewald.
Yeah, he spun the double H, basically.
Why would you I just don't understand. There's no respin
Now,
to it.
He spun a double H, but he didn't hit an 11. He had a 1, and it was in the middle of the 1
dead
because it
center.
was about 1,000-foot home run. All right, let's look at the team they're playing.
All right, so the Astros,
There's a team.
they're pretty solid.
By the way, this is some good-looking cards.
Oh, they're colorful. Yeah. So let's start with Jordan Alvarez. He's a +2 left fielder. Huge home run, double walks, just a nasty, nasty card. It's
And
so good.
I made, by the way, he's in the 2022
Yeah.
American League West set.
Altuve is a great card. He's a +2 hitter, but he's an R1 fielder. He's going to give up base hits.
And he does.
Yep. Alex Bregman, +1 card. He's a really, really good guy. Their starting pitcher is really, really good with Christian Javier, Justin Verlander.
Verlander got lit up last night, and they still won.
Yeah, and then they also Lance McCullers is the guy not to shrug your shoulders at for this year too.
Not at
He was
all.
out for most of the season, but he came through. They don't have Phil Matan anymore. He got hurt in an extracurricular activity, I believe. I don't remember what it was. Their Kyle Tucker is always good. Their bullpen's solid, guys. They got +4 guys in the bullpen, and that's just that's difficult to deal with. +4, +3s.
There's a reason they have the best record in the American League.
Yeah.
They are stacked.
Right. And then Christian Vasquez is a great catcher to mix up with Martin Maldonado.
And you know, deep down, I'm rooting for Dusty.
with his gloves.
I'm rooting for Dusty.
Yeah.
Because now he's got Baker Jr.
On his
on
back.
the back, yeah. So I'm rooting for Dusty.
Dusty Baker Jr.
Dusty Baker Jr. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, you know one card that I think is going to be the X factor for the Astros
What's that?
is this Trey Mancini card.
Mancini doesn't, he's hitting like 7th or 8th in the lineup.
Yeah, but if he does something there, you're in trouble
He's a decent 7-8 hitter.
because they'll win.
Gets on base.
They'll win without him doing anything. But if he does do something, you cannot stop this team.
Yeah, you won't be
There's
able to.
always one or two players in each team that have that one guy that if this guy performs in the series, you're not going to beat us.
You're going to lose, yeah.
And I think for the Astros, it's that Trey Mancini or it's their first baseman, Gurriel.
Gurriel?
Yeah.
He hit a home run last night. It was 3 hits.
Yeah.
Got 3 hits
Because
in game 1.
The regular seasons, they weren't spectacular.
No.
But in those short series, they can get hot.
That's right.
You
And
know?
Gurriel is good. He's much better than the year he had.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the other series.
So let's start off with the Guardians.
We discussed them a little bit.
little bit, but we didn't really talk about their bullpen too much. They have people like Iñigo de los Santos, who's an R1+3. They have Emmanuel Clase.
There's the guy, buddy.
I put that card up on Instagram.
That guy's nasty, and his lifetime card's just as brutal.
Yeah.
He is really good. In fact, I didn't even know that I'd made him, but I think I've made him 3 years in a row. That guy is bad.
Real quick, before we go on to the Guardians and or Yankees, who do you got? Mariners, Astros?
I'm going with the Astros.
Me too.
I think the Astros are going to sweep them 3.
I think it's a stereotypical once Seattle lost that game yesterday, I thought they were done.
I think their luck's run out. Yeah. We'll see tomorrow.
Go back to the Guardians James Karinchak. Karinchak.
Whatever. He's bad.
He's and as in bad, you mean good.
Yes, he's amazing. he's brutal.
Yeah, he's an R1+4 with the H minus. That's 160 degrees,
Something
maybe?
like that. Yeah,
It's amazing. Tristan McKenzie mentioned it before. Eli Morgan's a pretty solid reliever. He can come in there for maybe an inning or 2/3 and get some stuff done. Cody Morris, not so great. I put Bo Naylor on the team, and a couple of these cards I had to put nothing in the circle.
So to be.
Well, I mean, for Bo Naylor, I guess if you had to use him, you would just use a regular standard batting disc, like maybe 1 or 5, 7 or 12 or whatever, because I mean he was 0 for 8.
Yeah, so you really don't know.
Yeah, and then the Mariners had a guy they brought up that hadn't even played in a major league game yet.
Right. You blanked him too. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Naylor, I think, is a secret weapon for the Guardians if he can get going. And then obviously you got the Jose Ramirez card that's pretty solid. Trevor Stefan. They had a reliever that got hurt, and I can't remember who it was.
You know, I watched him
Might have been
play
Nick
the other.
Sandlin.
Miles Straw's good.
He's
That guy can
he's
play.
an anemic hitter though.
But the boy can play.
He can, but he's not
Yeah.
a good hitter, man. He has 0 power.
Now get to your team.
Yeah,
You've been wanting to get here a whole night.
I'm saving it for last, man.
Look at this Matt Carpenter card. Holy moly. That's
The Matt Carpenter
ridiculous.
card, for you Star Power baseball fans out there that love big home runs, Matt Carpenter has a nearly 40-degree home run.
In a 50 or 60 degree walk. And
Yeah.
Nothing else.
This is the best pinch hitting card of all time.
Yes.
Yeah,
A true outcome. He's a true outcome.
yeah. I love that Matt Carpenter card. The Garrett Cole, again, if you listen to baseball commentators, they're going to be like, hey, Garrett Cole's pretty solid, but his big weakness is the home run. And on his Star Power baseball card, it is completely accurate.
Yes.
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 Nestor Cortez, though, Nestor Cortez is not an S5+4. He's an S6+4.
Now, wasn't he last night? No, it was
Nestor
Cole.
Cortez,
He's tomorrow.
Cortez is tomorrow.
Tomorrow night,
Yeah.
yes.
They took Chapman off the roster.
Chapman
And
done.
you can see why. That's
Chapman will never be a Yankee again.
a pretty bad card, man.
He's done.
The Josh Donaldson's cards, meh. It's okay. This guy,
What did you think of Josh Donaldson watching his walk-off single yesterday? Watching the single that went off the top of the wall.
I don't know. Donaldson's always been kind of an enigmatic player So I don't really have an opinion on him besides the fact that he just has a weird personality.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
You know, so Harrison Bader card is pretty good. Domingo Germán. Here's the card of the year, and this guy should be MVP in my opinion. I'm a little bit biased on him. It's the Aaron Judge.
That's not bias. That's fact.
Really?
Best player in the league.
I mean, some people are going to probably go the Shohei Ohtani route.
You can go Shohei Ohtani all you want. He lost.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge carried this team for 5 months.
So this is where I'm. Aaron Judge.
What's the Stanton card look like?
Stanton? It's just all home run.
Okay.
I mean, it's basically a home run.
211 hitter.
Yeah, it's a home run. That's about it.
Rizzo's good.
I love the Rizzo card.
Rizzo's good.
He's
He hit
stout.
one last night. Did you see that one he hit? It
Yeah,
was a shot.
well, that's
man.
what he's been doing all year.
That was a bullet.
You know, this. Too bad they don't have Marinaccio right now too, because he's pretty solid. The card that I'm concerned about with the Yankees is the Clay Holmes. Is that he is a good reliever, but he went through that really bad period when the Yankees were struggling. Clay Holmes was struggling.
He looked pretty good last night.
Yeah. Well, he gave up a walk, I think, but
Yeah, but then got a double play.
yeah. So if Clay Holmes is pitching well, the Yankees should do well. But they have a pretty solid bullpen, not overpowering. Like they kind of had to piece it together. Lucas Luque, Wandy Peralta, Clark Schmidt, just different guys here and there that can piece it together.
Wandy Peralta had a career year.
He did.
Yes.
So their lineup is pretty okay. It's better than the Guardians, but I wouldn't say it's overwhelmingly better than the Guardians.
You're
'cause-
playing the Yankees down, man. They are good. They are solid. They are good. They're going to give the Astros all they want.
So you think the the Yankees over the Guardians?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we got in our ALCS. Then we have Yankees, Astros, and then Dodgers. You said Braves. I said Phillies.
I want the Phillies, but I just don't see it.
Okay. So let's start off with Yankees, Astros. Who do you got?
Astros in 7. Astros in 7.
If the Yankees play against the Astros, I'm going Yankees just because I want 2017 and 2019 revenge
Okay.
for the cheating Astros.
Okay.
And if I had to pick between the Dodgers and the Phillies, I mean, I'm going Dodgers. I want Yankees Dodgers. That's what I want.
I want to see Bryce Harper in the World Series.
I know you do, but I think the best World Series is the Dodgers and the Yankees.
That's tradition. The two best teams
Tradition
are the Dodgers.
hasn't happened since 1981.
Two best teams are the Dodgers and the Astros. That's two best teams on paper and on the field. They won the most games of any two teams. The matchup I want to see the Phillies and the Astros.
You don't want to see the Phillies and the Yankees
No, I've really despised the Yankees,
even more than the Astros?
even more than the Astros.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I still think of Nolan Ryan with the Astros. You know?
I'm just going to put it out here. I'm going to say right now the Yankees are going to win the 2022 World Series. I'm going to be a homer.
I'm with you, man.
I'm going to be a homer.
I can't blame you there. I just want to see the Phillies win it. I just don't think they will. I like Houston.
I'm going to say the Yankees are going to play the Dodgers.
How many have I picked now? This podcast. Have I picked 4 different winners of the World Series?
Probably.
have. Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to spin it, and when I spin it, I'll put it on YouTube or I'll put it on Facebook Live.
But I do want to point out that there is still a mathematical chance that the World Series could be the Padres versus the Mariners. And for me, that would be the ultimate underdog classic World Series of two teams that have never won one. And the fan bases for those two teams would be crazy. It'd be like the Indians and the Cubs. Like, it wouldn't be that big, I guess, but like Indians and the Cubs back in 2016.
Yeah, that was big.
That was
huge.
big.
That was huge.
Because like those two teams hadn't won it forever. And if you put teams like the Mariners and the Padres against one another, when none of those teams have ever won the World Series, that would be pretty cool.
That would be. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm telling you what, I'm going to play it before you and I play it. I'll play it by myself.
Yeah.
And learn how to use the cards. And Gentry will probably take the American League team. I will probably take the National League team. And I've won the last 2 years.
Oh, you have. That's right.
Yes, I have.
There was the Rays, and you beat me with the Rays.
No, I beat you with the
You beat
Dodgers.
me with the Dodgers in 2020.
In 2020.
You beat me with the.
Then last year,
Who'd you play with last year? I can't remember.
I played with the.
Was it the Braves or
I played with the Braves.
Okay. I used the Astros.
You used the Astros.
How dare I?
You always use the American League.
Oh, that's right.
Well, you're the American League guy.
Well, I'm telling you what. If the Yankees get in this year, I don't want to play them. I want you to play them.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'll do it. I'll tell you this much. I'd like to beat you 3 years in a row. It'd make my day.
Well, didn't I beat you like 3 or 4 of the year before?
5.
Okay.
Yes, I know. But when Gentry and I play the World Series against each other, we're not playing the two teams. We're playing head to head. It's me against him. Who can play star power baseball better than the other guy?
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with the cards, but it has less to do with a true outcome than it does.
No, we
Our outcome.
totally what it's called in the gaming universe, meta-game it.
Oh, definitely, without a
So
doubt.
if you want to ever watch
We load it.
some metagaming, we go through it. We try to sneakily do things that or reserve players that we don't think the other person's going to think about, or like we do our best to try to, sell the fact that we're hiding something up our sleeve.
Yes, definitely. It makes for very good baseball. I want to tell you now.
Padres just took the lead over the Dodgers.
Did they really?
Juan Soto in the
Soto
third.
to go yard?
No, I just hit a single or something.
All right. Well, anyway, just to let you know, just to wrap things up, I got a guest coming in a couple of weeks from Indiana that won our contest, and he is already, in fact, he's in the new contest that we have out now with the playoffs. Star Power Baseball Challenge Playoff Challenge for 2022 is buy all 8 playoff teams for $50, and they're normally 8 times 8, 64. So you're saving $14, and play them out. Give us your predictions.
Or if you just want to buy the top 4, you can do that too.
You can do that too. But this way you can play the World Series before they play the World Series, which is a lot of fun.
And we've done that for decades now.
Decades. And all you have to do is play, and we'll send you a prize. But you got to post your results. That's what we want you to do. Either send me your results or post them, and I can post them. And you'll win a prize, which is the award winners.
Yeah, the 2022 award winners, which we're changing up this year a little bit. Usually I just make their lifetime cards, but this year in the 2022 awards set, it's going to be their 2022 season card.
With star power value.
Yeah. So, for example, if Aaron Judge wins the MVP this year, he's going to be a 28-point player.
Probably a
or something.
28-point player. He's going to be a center fielder that can hit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about that. The only way, you can't buy those cards.
No, they're only going to be available through special circumstances.
They're only available to those of you that spin the World Series. And then tell us about it.
Yeah, so if you want that Spencer Strider rookie card,
You think it's going to be Rookie of the Year?
I think it's going to be Spencer Strider.
Yeah, and I know it's going to be Julio
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You know it's him, so that's the only way you're going to get there. Well, they're going to be in the rookie sets.
Yeah. And
So that'll be for
it'll
sale.
be the MVPs, the Cy Youngs, and the rookies of the year.
Yeah.
We also have the new game being
Oh,
released.
man. I just released it last week, and we've already put a bunch of them out there. I'm almost out of them. Gentry got his first sniff at the new game board just about an hour ago. What'd you think?
I didn't actually smell it, but I got to spin it, and it spins smoothly.
It's a pretty cool looking thing. By the way, it's all the Hall of Famers, right?
Yeah, except for one.
One guy.
Yeah, guys, the guy that doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah, Shoeless Joe. Yeah, but the board looks amazing. The new box is incredible. But yeah, I've sent out a whole bunch. We got new guys that are out there playing. Some new guys that are playing. We welcome you in, and you guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
We love
So
you.
again, if you have questions, get with us and ask us about rules and whatnot. We'll let you know.
Post it on the website. People love that. Post something out there on the website. You guys have been amazing this last month. Thank you very much for all your support, and we really appreciate you guys.
Yeah. So for Star Powercast, I am Jim Trova, the baseball nerd.
And Cincinnati Dennis saying, dice are nice, but
The spin is in.
see you next time.